Hey guys, this is the 4th Gen Gamer bringing you guys a different kind of a video for today, another top 5 video, but this one is going to be focusing on some items with the new Pokemon game Sun and Moon. Of course, you know, with the channel here, I've been putting out plenty of tutorial videos for all sorts of items and form changes and all of that kind of good stuff. And as I was going through it, I thought to myself, you know, why not make a top 5 video on which ones I found the most difficult and just weird items in terms of locations being unnecessarily complicated or very late in the game that were just frustrating. Now with that being said, these are all going to be my own opinions, so make sure that you go ahead and share your own because we are going to have some different thoughts on what the most frustrating, difficult items are to get in this game. Now with that being said, let's just jump right into it. Coming in the number 5 spot, we have TM85 Dream Eater. This is an extremely unnecessarily complicated item to get here in Haina Desert on Ula Ula Island. Now, anything in Haina Desert is just unnecessarily complicated, so really anything that is in this area can really fit into this slot. However, I chose Dream Eater. So for this, you need to go, get ready for this now, okay? You need to go up, right, left, and then down, like going across the desert. You need to follow that exact pattern. Up, right, left, then down. You need to follow that to get the item. In my opinion, just absolutely ridiculous and unnecessary among any other item that is in this desert. In the number 4 spot, I have TM35 Flamethrower. This is a very popular TM, which is why it is so extremely frustrating that this is at the very end of the game at Vast Pony Canyon, one of the last things you do in the game on the last island in the game. And above all that, it's at the end of the canyon, and you have to crawl under this small little tree. This tree that's just kind of just there. No one in their right mind would just go out of their way, unless they're trying to do a 100% playthrough of this game, would just go under there and discover this. After you do crawl under the tree, you need to go surfing around and find this little cove where the TM Flamethrower is located. Another one that, in my opinion, is just ridiculous. It's insane. Coming in the number 2 spot is the Dawnstone, and a quick disclaimer for this, yes, I am aware you can get this in Poképelago, but strictly speaking, for people that don't want to learn the whole entire mechanics of Poképelago and just want a Dawnstone, this is the only real legitimate way of getting it, and it is in the post-game. What if you want a Dawnstone and you didn't beat the game yet? Well, Game Freak says fuck you, learn Poképelago. So the way that you get this is, first of all, in the post-game, like I said, and you need to go to Route 2 at Guzma's house. I didn't get gameplay of that just because I didn't have my capture card on for that, but you need to go to Guzma's house first, have some dialogue with him, then go down to Howley City, I believe it was, and then go to the coast there, have a battle with him, beat him in battle, and then have this more just convoluted, long dialogue that is extremely unnecessary just to get a Dawnstone. Once you do all of that, he'll be like, yo, fam, I got you, here's a Dawnstone. But Jesus, why do you have to beat the game, meet up with him like 2 more times, beat his ass in a battle just to get a Dawnstone? That does not make sense to me. In the number 2 spot, we have TM26 Earthquake, another very popular TM, and even worse than Flamethrower, it isn't available until the post-game. You need to get to Pony Island and go to Pony Plains, an area that, as far as I know, you cannot access until you beat the goddamn game. From there, you have to go to Pony Meadows and go through this whole entire little cave area that's completely detached from Pony Plains, out of the way that no one in their right mind casually playing through the game would ever go to, and then not only that, but you have to smash through another rock just to get to the TM. It's hidden in a hidden area in a post-game area for a popular TM. Like, I'm a little hot-headed right now. Why are you doing this, Game Freak? Why do you make Flamethrower and Earthquake and even Ice Beam, Thunderbolt? These are all moves that are available so late, if not post-game. Why, man? This just doesn't make sense, man. And finally, in the number 1 spot, the most infuriatingly frustrating item to get in the game is easily, hands down, the Eevee Z, the Z Crystal for Eevee. Oh my goodness, you know, I gotta say, why do we do this? To get the EVMZ, guys, get ready for this, you have to have beaten the game, yes, beat the game to get an EVZ crystal, which, may I remind you, you get an egg for an Eevee. You get an egg, guys, you get an egg earlier in the game for an Eevee, a perfect opportunity for them to be like, yo, here's an egg, and then, like, maybe a little bit later, hey, you know, you just hatched that, right? Here's a Z crystal, boom. But no, you gotta beat the game. You gotta beat the game for this thing. And not only that, you gotta go talk to this guy, and he sends you on a hell of a scavenger hunt. He gives you these vague as all hell hints on where these trainers are. You have to defeat all these trainers that have evolutions. You have to go all over Alola and defeat, how many evolutions are there? 8? Something like that? I don't know. There's a lot. And you have to defeat all of those trainers in all of these random locations. These people that you would never think would be trainers in such a big task of, you know, the Eevee trainers, I'm the Sylveon trainer, I'm the Umbreon trainer. You know what, man, fuck you, Umbreon. I don't want to go here, there, everywhere. I don't want to face janitors and little kids trying to defeat their evolutions just to run all the way back, defeat this guy's Eevee, just to get the EVMZ. Why are we doing this to ourselves? That just doesn't make sense. Who would go out of their way to do that unless they're trying to make a tutorial video like I am? It blows my mind. It blows my mind. I don't get it. Well, you know, hey, that finishes this off. I hope you guys did enjoy this top 5 video. It kind of just came off out of nowhere, and I thought that you guys would be interested by it, given the you know, all the tutorial videos that I've been doing, and maybe I was a little bit hot-headed. Maybe I'll get some hate because I got so hot-headed over items in a Pokemon game. And you know what? Rightfully so, I would think, maybe, right? I can understand it. Anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy. Please let me know if you have been trying to get a lot of items in the game. Let me know what your personal top 5 most frustrating items are to get in these games. I would love to hear it. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Even if you are subscribed, make sure you ring the little bell next to the subscribe button so you guys won't miss out on new videos. You'll get all the notifications. And make sure you hit the like button if you did enjoy it and you want to see more countdown videos on the channel. I would love to see the support, and that would motivate me to make more of these. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.